So you didn't? Nope, you're just there, huh? Finding your way. Wow. Today, we want to talk about essential triumphs. And I want to talk to you about the demarcations in your life that you don't celebrate, like rites of passage, which we don't celebrate here. If you're in Africa and you become a female, you get your period or you get semen, it's a big celebration. You're an adult. You know, here we learn to drive, we get our driver's license, we have our 16th birthday. 21, we get to go to a bar. Oh yeah, great. The rites of passage are ancient things that demarked your growing up, the capacity for you to make decisions, judgments, for you to be responsible as an adult. Essential triumphs are the pieces in you where you learned about free will, where you became aware, where you became conscious, where you had satisfaction or inner peace, or you touched somebody and a healing happened. Most of these essential triumphs in our life, now, and then people come and say, Starr, why am I not getting better as a healer? Starr, what do I need to do to be rich, to be. And what has happened is you have not celebrated, you have not shown gratitude for the triumphs that you have had this lifetime. For the moment you became aware, I can make a choice about what I eat. Milk's bad for me? What do you mean milk's bad for me? Milk can't be bad for me. Everybody raised me on milk. From the moment you become aware, that is a moment of spiritual a beacon that starts out your path. Look at your consciousness. Consciousness, awareness is doing, and consciousness is being. Oh, I'm aware I shouldn't be doing that after the fact. Consciousness is you never do it in the first place. You want to heal. You want to be successful. You want cash. You want love. You want chocolate and sex. What you want has to come from an eternal place that has celebrated each step, each essential triumph you've had in your life. For you to ask for more, to affirm more without celebrating, showing gratitude for what you just received, what you just integrated, is to lose what you're asking for and affirming for in the future. If you don't get that you got it, you're still going to be looking for it, feeling for it, and running around for it. Now, I travel the nation, and I teach classes, and I do healings, and I have ministries, and I do a radio show, and I got a bunch of new books out, and I do, and be, and I do, and I be. And the first class I taught was in 1958. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. And I've been teaching for a long period of time. And let me tell you what I'm noticing now. I am noticing that we no longer have those negative thoughts. Ooh, I'd like to slap him. Ooh, bad. He cut me off in traffic. We don't have those negative thoughts we had when I was a beatnik and hippie. Oh, well, okay. 60s and 70s. In the 70s and 80s, we learned about affirmations. I am wealthy, I am rich, I'm a millionaire. Look at me and my white Rolls Royce. I am wealthy, I'm rich, I'm a millionaire. And we have that. 6 or 7% of our mind. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to magnetize. We have that 1 or 2% negative part in our mind. And all the way in between, that 80% is neutral. You say to me, Starr, why am I not successful? What are you being? What is your essential triumph? What have you celebrated? So we sit there. We don't do the positive affirmations. We're not negative. We're paralyzed and stuck in between everything. Rain. Rain, good for the earth. That's a verb. It activates things. Hi. God bless you. Hi. you can think that God bless you. When you have a triumph, when you start connecting God, source, and earth, up and down and up, whatever it is, there are verbs. The verbs are the pebbles. They drop in the pond. The waves go out. They make new waves, and you manifest sex, love, spirituality, healing, whatever it is in your life. How many people are caught in between, paralyzed, waiting for something to happen, the angel of light to come down and give you money to pay your rent or to win the lottery? How many people are in that in-between place right now? 1? 2? Okay. This is where your triumphs need to begin. I want you to have an inner healing. I want you to have an outer healing. But I want you to understand that the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and 90s of doing things are gone. We are at a place where we have to be. We have to be the verb. We have to be something then like, what's next? We have to be the activating energy. You can affirm, and how many people affirm just a little bit or meditate just a little bit? And we know we have those negative thoughts still, but they're so teeny. They're not like they were in the 60s and 70s. All this stuff in between, the land of null and void, where we don't say, wow, thank you, Starr, for being so conscious. Wow, thank you, me. That was very aware of me to notice that pain in that person. Thank you, me. Thank you. This is good. Have a healing. Have a healing here. God bless you. For random reasons, you create verbs in your mind. You activate a wave. And matter is wave, and wave is matter. That brings something in your life. Or you can sit there and go, die. I'm waiting for the angel. Year after year. And year after year. You can wait for that angel to buy that winning lottery ticket for you, but you don't buy tickets, so you can't win anyway. You know? So what I am seeing, feeling, observing in the nation, the peace that needs the healing most now, it's not the piece of you that says yes to life, and not the piece of you that nags about life. It is that all that in-betweenness where we're like, good, nice, and we're stuck in that paralyzation of not using. Rain, good. Rain helps the earth. Good. Rain is good for the earth. Rain, good. Good what? Where's the verb? Powerful. Powerful being. Big difference. Okay. Light. Emanating light. I have been working to train my students and to train myself to have my thoughts start being verbs, because verbs are manifestive. They go out there and act. They create sex. They create chocolate. They create healing. They create love. I don't want to sit there waiting 10 years for my things to manifest. I don't want to put it in somebody else's hands. I want to be powerful. I want to be charismatic. And I want to activate all the forces possible and powerful in my life to manifest what I desire. I don't want 3 hours to sit there having a cup of organic tea with my organic sprouts, but my head is in God knows where land, and my heart is longing for what I desire. I want you to have the greatest healing you can have. And that healing is to create the thought activity, the essential triumphs of the day. Good breath. That breath helped me. That breath is enlivening. That breath is releasing. That breath is inspiring. Good breath. Breath, inspirational breath, healing breath. People, you want to manifest, then when you think and you talk, you start using verbs. You want to heal your cancer. You want to heal your attitude. You want to heal your family patterns. And one of your essential triumphs is using a verb. I did that differently. I am full of light. I am a beacon of light. Oh my God, what doesn't that cover? That covers cash, that covers sex, that covers manifestation, that covers relationships, that covers communication. I am a beacon of light. Now, how many times has everybody repeated that to themselves today? Once, twice. I am light. I am working with the light. I am success. Rather than be a powerful, positive affirmation just about you. Thank you, Carpet in the Room. Thank you, New Life Expo. Thank you all for being here and creating this wonderful aura. Thank you. You don't have to say it out loud to create that ripple in the pond. I want you to look at your day today. I want you to know how much you crave that success, that healing, that step in your career. And I want you to watch the lack of verbs in your head. I want you to be conscious of your thoughts. Do they acknowledge the triumphs? Do they acknowledge your very presence here on earth? Or are they just, another day, same stuff? What's next? Wow, cool colors. You know, where are you? Where are you? I am healing. How many people in here are healing right now? How many people in here are youthing? I am youthing. What a great verb. Youthing, becoming younger at every moment. Do you even think about that? I don't want to be anti-aging. Do I even want to say aging in my head? Oh, no. I am youthing. I am healing. Geez, how many times do you think you're sick? This ankle needs attention. This ankle is hurting. I want you to understand that your essential triumphs are not a big party where it rains Godiva chocolates and gold coins. Your essential triumphs are that superb connection between the earth and God inside of you, where magical, mystical, miracle healings, successes take place. Because you are not in a place of nothingness. You are not paralyzed. You are not undecided. You are not duh. I've had hours of duh. How many people have had hours and hours of duh? Where did it go? 3 hours. I was just sitting here. I am full of life. I was integrating. But you know what? I don't like to say I was processing, because processing can process and process and process and process and process and process. I want you to understand that it's not your negativity and it's not your affirmations that are going to make your healing, your career, your life a success. It's that time where you do and be duh. Consume that time by essential triumphs. I am alive. I am feeling good today. Rain is helping the earth. What a great building to be here to support us. Thank you, New Life Expo. Thank you all for coming. I want you to have in your vibratory rating, your subtle bodies, your chakras, the very energy that manifests all the way back to the end of the room. I want you to be full of manifestation, because good, what's next? Same old day, I'm lost, give you nothing, zero, nada. They don't make a ripple. They're not an action. They are a state of being that stays the same. I don't care what you want. Whether you want a lover, whether you want to be a healer, to write a book, to make a movie. I don't care what success you want. You must take that time of your day. You must put verbs in it. I am healing. I am progressing. Thank you. Rain is good for the earth. God bless you. And God bless you means that people get their lesson quicker. So when somebody cuts you off on the freeway, you don't say, meh. You say, God bless you, because they get their lesson quicker. And God bless you when you trip. And another thing I want to tell you is when you're swearing, say undamned. God, on damn it means the blocks of energy will be taken away. A dam is a block. It holds back the energy. It holds back the purpose. And if you're going to swear and use God's name in vain, use the undam after it. So that you, God undam it, so you open up the waves. Use your verbs creatively. Be inspired to be. There's nothing you can do for success. There is only to be. And that being is not the duh, boo, oh my God, look at it's raining. What am I going to do today? I haven't studied enough. I haven't written enough books. I haven't done this. I'm never going to be like Starr. I'm never going to be like blah, 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 blah. And you have shit chat in your head. And then you lose your keys, and then you can't find a parking space, and you go, why is this happening to me? I'm so spiritual. All the light should be running in my favor. Green, 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 green. And it doesn't happen. Because your brain, the vibration that you put out of your mental, emotional, and spiritual body was nothing. It wasn't creative. It wasn't co-creative. It was complaints. It was not essential triumph. Good day. Good day for me. I don't want you to be Miss Posy Positive, Miss Posy Positive. There's only love. Who want a flower? Here, have him on a heart because love will heal you and bring you cash into everything. I don't want you to be Miss Posy Positive. I want you to be active in your emanations. I want you to heal with your very thoughts, relate with your very thoughts, communicate with the universe and earth with your very thoughts, because if you are in da, you're going to get da year after year after year after year after year. Most of you need no more knowledge. Most of you, I hate to ask you, so how many, do you think we've read 1 million books in this room? Yeah, easy. Do we think we have like maybe 10,000 years of studying in this room? Yes. Is there anything more for you to do for success? No. There is for you to be a pond of verbal energy and thoughts for you to acknowledge, I did a good job. Wow, that was very conscious. I noticed that. God bless you. You have a healing. Find your way, lady. Find your way. God bless you. To have that for ourselves, to have those triumphs for strangers, to thank everything or verbalize, create a verb, active verb in our head. Because you know how many people have had years of doing affirmations and haven't got that thing yet? Raise your hand. Be honest. I've gotten some things from affirmations. How many people have gotten some things from affirmations? But how many people got everything from affirmations? That's right. And being negative sucks up your juice, sucks up your energy, but it doesn't necessarily make you ill. It doesn't necessarily make you evil. So, in my travels, in my consciousness and in my awareness, my people, my audience, you people are not succeeding. You're not getting what you desire because you have 16 to 18 hours of duh during the day. It's those in-between thoughts that mean nothing, that activate nothing, that call out for, what time is it? How did that time? Where are your miracles? Call out. I am a miracle. I'm being a miracle. Where are your thoughts? Nobody ever told me thinking creates your reality. Everybody has told me thoughts create your reality. Why? For 80% of our day, are we missing thoughts? We're in da land, chit-chat land. We're in, where's the angel? Oh, when my ship comes in, what type of ships did you send out? Did you work in the Salvation Army? Were you in the Peace Corps when your ship comes in? So I really want you to be conscious that spiritually we're paralyzed. Spiritually we're not in da land. All of you should have had that cash. All of you should have, would have, could have had that mate, that all that stuff. If we would have used our appropriate thoughts, multiplied them by all those hours we sat still doing duh, What's next? I don't feel so good. Why don't? Do you think it was my grandmother? I know. My parents made me go to boarding school. That's why I'm so bored. No. Look at you. Want to look at your past? You. How many people spend hours and hours looking into your past? Fine. Do it during therapy. Do it during a workshop. Don't spend your rich and precious manifestation, healing time looking into your past or looking at a ship that you never created in your future. When my ship comes in, baby, I'll take care of you. No. You need verbs in your thought. Not the negative stuff, not the positive affirmations. It is in your essential triumph of being. Verbs in your brain and in your heart that create your manifestations and create your success. So take a deep breath. That was a big piece to tell you there. Very good piece. Okay. That's the first thing that I'm seeing. How many people are guilty of being in dull land besides me? Okay. Is this a good piece for your consciousness? Is this a good piece for you? Okay. I really want you to get this. That it's not the negative thoughts that take away, not the positive thoughts. It is the state of being that creates. It is that is important. Okay? Now, let's look at another piece of what's happening with the metaphysical people, with the triumphs that we have dated. How many people have had a miraculous healing, seen a spirit or something happen around them? How many people have written a book? How many people have helped others? How many people have thanked themselves for it? How many people on a daily basis acknowledge their presence here on planet Earth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Let's get multiply this. Let's get this going. You know, when we first start out on the spiritual path, we have awarenesses. We have this awareness of, maybe the food that I'm eating isn't exactly giving me the right energy. And then when we celebrate our awarenesses, when we're triumphant about our awarenesses, it becomes consciousness. And then you become one of those ladies in the grocery store that stands there in line reading everything on every ingredient on every label till you have it all memorized and you're conscious of what you're eating. The triumph of our life in many areas is the step between awareness and the step between consciousness. When did it happen? Where did it happen? How many of you can look, see, feel, know something about somebody, something, without activating any magical, mystical power, doing any technique? How many people can do that? When did that happen in your life? When did you graduate from mundane school? You're a living, breathing bunch of miracle wakers. You've moved from awareness to consciousness to enlightenment. You don't even remember when or how. Where was that act? But you now know you can look somebody in their eyes and know exactly who they are. That you can heal somebody at the distance. Where did you acknowledge that? Where are your essential triumphs in life? God's Spirit Source knows that you got something when you're grateful for it. You don't get the next thing till you celebrate gratitude for the last thing you had. You want a major healing? Get down on your hands and knees and thank your mother or father for teaching you how not to be. You don't do that. You got mother stuff. You got father stuff coming up every day. You going to find a mate? Oh, yeah, exactly like your mother or father. Want to find a boss? You don't celebrate your triumphs. You don't. Oh, I've worked so many years to be spiritual. Oh, when am I going to get it? What's it? I don't know what it is. You ask people, what is it you need? What is it you want? How are you going to be successful? Well, Starr, it's just not right. I'm not me. And I look at what I find in many of you is you weren't grateful for the last thing, so the next thing can't happen. Where is your celebration of when you got it? Your triumph. Where is that? Now, things progress, things move gently, easily, quickly. We can be 100 light years ahead of ourselves. Now, for example, who in this room has a lump or a tumor right now? Come here. Energies matter. You make matter and energy a verb. Then matter can move energy and verbs. So, hi, what's your name?
Brigitte.
Brigitte, and where's your tumor? Okay. Okay, so which one do you want to work on?
This one.
Feel it, please. Feel it, the shape of it. Can you feel it? Feel its energy?
Yeah.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how big is it?
4.
Okay, take a deep breath. Now, you're going to help me heal this. We're going to make this go down to a 2. We're going to do this. With thought, with verb. Healing, healing, healing. With thought, with verb. More. Good. Now feel it. Where is it?
It's not as hot anymore.
Okay. So it's reduced by how much?
A lot, because when I push it, it's not sensitive.
A round of applause, please. Sit down. You want to heal somebody? You have to heal yourself. Is it easy? Stuff comes up. You are things you didn't think you were. You're the silence. You're the duh. You're the woman in pain. You don't. You don't heal you. You can't. I don't care what it is. Sexual abuse, beating by parents, cancer. I don't care what it is. You got to do it in you first. You got to be it first. You got to celebrate that I healed myself through cancer. I healed myself through struggle. It's an essential triumph. You don't cry for yourself. You don't process your own pain. You can't process others. You don't feel it. You don't be it. You can't be it and feel it in others. One of your essential triumphs is to clear your own reality, actuality, and being. Take a deep breath. Yes, come here. That was a powerful manifestation, wasn't it? I was thinking about a cough drop. I was thinking my throat was a little rare. I can't tell you in words how much my own process, my healing of others, how much energy, how much love, how many days of waking up, how many verbs in my head. I can't tell you. Because for each of you it is different. My words don't mean anything about the healing, the pain, the miracles. Sitting with 13 teachers for 16 years for me. All the people who have studied with me, how much they taught me. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how many triumphs I've had because I didn't count them all. I counted a few. But I can tell you this. Right now, I am a being. I be. I be with the verbs. I be with the brain. I be with you. I am a verb. I am in that middle. I create miracles. I make tumors disappear with God's energy running through me because I am. I'm not in the past. I'm not in the future. I can tell you that the more you verbalize in your brain, the less pain, the less struggle you will have. I'm going to tell you this. You want success. You want love. You want healing. You want miracles. Celebrate your triumphs. Take a deep breath. Who has a headache or pain right now? Okay, would you put your hand on your head where your headache is? Okay, that looks like the neck and the back to me. Okay, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Room, help me. Take your hands off. Where's your headache? It's in your neck. You no longer have a headache. You have a neck ache. Okay, a round of applause to Anchor, her headache going away. You don't have to be present to make a vibration to heal. You don't have to be in the same room. You have to be. Most of us are experts at duh. No thoughts in our head. The thoughts we have in our head are useless. The thoughts we have are judgments. I want you to have everything you want. I want you to be successful, rich, healing, full. I want you to keep your thoughts verbal. Keep out of the duh land. And most importantly, celebrate your triumphs. That when awareness moves to consciousness, and consciousness, you're aware of everything, there's two things that happen after that. Two triumphs. Something more, nothing we can buy, nothing we can learn. When people say, oh, Starr, I want to be joy and bliss. Well, joy and bliss our energy is only measured because they are such a high vibration. What you really want is inner peace and satisfaction. You want that quiet where you know, feel everything, and you are aware enough and conscious enough to know that you're in dull land so you can be and do some verbs. You want inner peace. Because everything else, joy and bliss, comes and goes. We feel it, sadness and depression. The more sustained inner peace, the more healing. The more sustained satisfaction, the more success. I don't want you asking for joy and bliss. I want you asking for inner peace and satisfaction. And most of all, ask for cash. People say, I need money. And I'm going, well, money is like a mortgage and a house. And it's this ring. You can't go across the street and buy Big Mac with money. You can only buy stuff with cash. And people keep saying, I'm not rich, but I've been asking for money for 20 years. Ask for cash. Got it? Take a deep breath. Just feel the power of everybody around you. Their thoughts, their very heartbeat, their very lungs vibrating into your aura. Feel the celebrations and triumphs of all these people in this room. How much healing, how much success, how much relationship, how much everything there is and absorb it and learn to be it. Good. Take a deep breath. We are a very powerful group. Acknowledge that. You are a very powerful being. Good. So take a deep breath. Do we have any questions, anything at all before I move on to my commercial? Yes, ma'am.
Comment a story. A lady was asking God, please let me win the lottery. God, please let me win the lottery. Day in, day out, week in, week out. God, answer me, dear God. And she hears a deep, loud voice from the heavens. For heaven's sake, do buy a lottery ticket.
Okay, I want you to get that. We ask for so much, but remember, everything you ask for, you don't get till you show that gratitude for the last thing that you received. This week, I'm going to be at the famous Jody Sirota. Jody Sirota's Meta Center I have in the back of the room. We love you, Jody. In the back of the room, I have a list of classes. Yeah, I have a list of classes at Jody's Center. I think that if you look over the classes, you will decide whether or not you want to come. I think there's a wide variety of topics. One of the best is the Healing Clinic, which is some ridiculously low price, where I will have other healers and some medical doctors, and I working on people who have issues. It's a wonderful, wonderful time to come and participate. I have written 4 books this year. Published 4. I have a 5th book coming out in December. They are on the back. On your way out, there is a sheet that is an order form for the books. 2 of my books contain something that is the new thing to come. And they contain energetic content. And what is energetic content? It's a download. I have a book with my hand on it. I had put it in essential oils and clay, scanned it. I put it in plaster of Paris. And I took that. And that is printed in the book. And you put your hand over it and you receive energies from me. The new thing that people are going to be doing and being and receiving is energetic content. Pay attention to it. It's up and coming. How many people have had the experience of playing with one of my books? What do you think?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Okay, so I've got some new books out. Now here's a word you really love. Free. I have free classes on the web. There's 4 of them in January. There's a postcard in the back that you can pick up that have the classes. I want you to know that I do readings, all sorts of readings. I do psychic readings, intuitive readings. I do healings. You have a session with me, you won't get what you want. You'll get what you need. How many people have had a session with me in this room? What do you think? Oh, okay. Good, very good. So pay attention. I'm not going to be telling you you're winning the lottery and meeting somebody tall, dark, and handsome, or blonde and leggy. I'm going to be telling you what you need to know if you have a session with me. I want to inspire all of you to take your light, put it in a book, put it in a class, put it in a music CD. I want you to take your light and amplify it and get it out to the world. Breathe. Everybody's like, oh no. Oh, I have to work? Of course. You have to be, because doing it won't ever get it done. The light, the energy, the love, the success is spread by being. Take a deep breath. Every time you're in the presence of a teacher, you pick up 10,000 facts a minute. Every time you're in the presence of somebody else, you pick up 10,000 facts per minute. Conscious mind handles 5 plus or minus 4. Your subconscious mind gets a download. Pay attention to the teachers here. Pay attention to sitting next to each other. You are a learning, energetic making, receiving machine beyond your greatest expectations. Everyone take a deep breath. Are there any questions? Now listen, people pay me a lot of money to ask me questions. We've got 5 minutes. You can ask about sex. You can ask about chocolate. You can ask about love. What question do you have? You come forward quickly. We've got 5 minutes here and we'll do it. Okay.
Hi. Well, I guess I'm hearing that a lot of people are feeling pain over here, and I'm feeling the pain over here. Like the TMJ, the Acuput, and they say it's a calling to go home, but I don't know if they just... Is it a calling to go home, the spiritual, enlightened beings, or...
It could be, but to me it's the longest journey in the world. From the head to the heart. For me, people who are feeling the pain between their head and their neck right now, between their head and their heart, that stuff in your neck is because you're being called to be in your heart more and more and more as the 2012 gets closer. Your resistance, your mind frame, your education, erroneous education, whatever they taught you that is not the truth is in your head, and until you let go of it, then you're going to have a pain in the neck. You're going to have a pain in the neck. The longest journey in the world is the journey between the head and the heart, and that is what you need to work on. So tell me, how's your mom?
She passed on recently.
Have you finished grieving?
I've done a lot, but I have more.
Your grieving is in your neck also. A round of applause. Please sit down. One more question. Come on up, lady, quick. Oh, my God. All this free time with all this wisdom with me, and we only have 2 questions? Oh, boy. That's okay. You can all pay for a reading and get your questions answered then.
Okay. I hear with your healing possibilities with pain, but can I manifest healing in my eye if I have macular degeneration and I can't see my retina?
What don't you want to see about yourself? Say it. If you can say it, you can heal it. The greatest disease in America right now is not wanting to see your light. You are afraid of your light. You were afraid of your power. This woman is extremely afraid of the light. As children, we were taught to hide it, hide your psychic stuff. The child in the family with the most light was the most picked on, was bullied, was cast out in the playgrounds. You tried to be normal. You tried to fit in, didn't you? Go home and honor your light. A round of applause, please. I'm speaking to every one of you. I have seen more pain from people not wanting their light to be at its greatest power, pretending to be normal. So what will people think about me at my office? It's none of your business what other people think about you. It's your business to be the light. All right. My booth is number 206. Can I have a large round of applause, please? Thank you. Thank you. I have flyers and stuff at the back. Please proceed orderly out of the room and gather my information. Thank you. God bless you.